The Senate has confirmed 6 nominees for appointment as national commissioners and 1 resident electoral commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The confirmation follows the consideration of a report by the Senate Committee on INEC, chaired by Senator Kabiru Gaya. The nominees confirmed are Mohammed Haruna, the National Commissioner from Niger North Central, May Agbumache Mbu from Delta South South, Ukeagu Kenneth Namdi from Abia Southeast, and Major General A.B. Alkali, retired from Adamawa Northeast. Others are Professor Rhoda Gumus from Bayelsa State South South, Sam Olumekon from Ondo Southwest, and Olani Olaleye Ijalaye from Ondo Southwest. The resident electoral commissioner, President Muhammadu Buhari, had in December requested the Senate to confirm the nominees.
The committee received a petition from Taraba Elders Forum against the nomination of Major General A.B. Alkali, retired, over the seeming inconsistency in the rotation of the nomination. According to petition, the nomination started from Taraba 2003 to 2008, Commissioner from Taraba, Adamawa 2 from 2008 to 2015, Gombe in 2015 to 2021. The expectation is that the fair thing should do to rotate the nominee from Taraba, not any other state but Taraba. Relating to this, the committee resolved that all the 3 states, Taraba, Adamawa, and Gombe, had been nominated and benefited between 2003 to 2021. And it is therefore the prerogative of Mr. President to pick his nominee from any of the 3 states.
Nigeria is expecting a lot from them, and they will have a baptism of fire, because 2023 is just by the corner. In fact, the process has already started. We have done this today, and INEC now will have full complement of the people that need to do the work. INEC also gets the support of this assembly through appropriations, and therefore INEC would have no reason not to perform.
And joining us now to further look at this is Fred Nzeako, a constitutional lawyer and public affairs analyst. Good to have you join us in the studio. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Thank you. So let's start with your initial thoughts regarding the commissioners that have been nominated. And also, it will be interesting to gauge your thoughts, because there's speculation and allegation that one of them is actually a member of the APC. So share your thoughts with us, please.
It is not an accusation, neither is it a speculation. It's a hard fact, a raw fact, that Mr. President has sent to the Senate for confirmation a card-carrying member of All Progressive Congress, Professor Yoda Gumus, whose membership of the party is not in doubt, and is very recent. I mean, social media has been agog, awash with her party card with number of Ward 8 and Bayelsa, registered on 27th of March 2021. So the card itself is less than 12 months. It's about 10 months old. That means she is very, very fresh as a member of APC. And people have been asking Mr. President not to distance himself from those who are opportune to be with him, who misadvise him. The best legacy he has promised Nigerians is the legacy of good electoral process. And a good electoral process starts from electoral management body, who are the members of INEC. A national commissioner, by law, is not supposed to be a partisan personality. As a matter of fact, you recall that the same Mr. President had forwarded the name of Madam Loretta Onochie, and there was massive hue and cry across the Federation and even beyond. What happened? Her name was withdrawn. Now, even a more partisan person, because according to the reports we have, the investigative report that we have, that she is number 27 on the register of APC in her ward. So, why would Mr. President continue to toy with that very important aspect of the promise he has given to Nigerians and which he has also given to the world? Recall that when he went on a presidential summit organized by Joe Biden in America, he promised the world that he was going to leave Nigeria with a robust electoral process. Recall that one of the major challenges we had in 2003 and the terrible one of 2007, which President Yar'Adua himself alluded to the fact that what brought him to power was a mere charade, but that he was, because he felt there was nothing else he could do, we can't rewind the hand of the clock, but that going forward, that he was going to work assiduously to ensure that our democracy stands on a firm footing. It is that same promise that President Goodluck Jonathan continued with. And in 2015, we saw a manifestation of crystallization of electoral process in a positive direction. That was what brought President Buhari to power in 2015, which he appreciated so much. Up to today, he still appreciates Goodluck Jonathan for all the things he had put in place. And he has sworn to give to Nigerians a better system than he met. Is that how he's going to do that? By bringing manifestly partisan people to run INEC, a body that is supposed to not only be impartial, but the people by men of integrity. Where is integrity? Where is impartiality? Why would Mr. President continue like this? And the most annoying aspect of it, which Nigerians must not allow to continue, is that our own Senate, the representative of the people at the red chamber, despite the hue and cry by the public, went ahead and confirmed such nomination. If Mr. President did not say, people have told the Senate, we made presentations, the civil society groups made presentations, everybody made presentation more or less, the media. Look, these people you are bringing on board are not the right people. No matter how you love a man or a woman, there are many opportunities where you can put the person. But our democracy cannot remain nascent forever. We must move forward. And one of the best ways to move forward is to ensure that the right people are put in the right position. There are right people even within INEC. We made it work easier for the president by way of advice. Look within INEC. Take the people that are known to be good. Elevate them. If they are resident electoral commissioners, make them national. If they are not resident electoral commissioners, set them up. I said this at various fora that if a man has done well in his seat, what he deserves is promotion and not demotion. But what we are seeing is that those who are opportuned to get the ears of Mr. President are not telling him the truth. And Nigerians will not allow this. Now the Senate has confirmed it, one more leg remains, and that is swearing them in. We must massively ask Mr. President, plead with him not to swear in these manifestly partisan people, because if he does that, I can tell you without missing words that history will not remember Mr. President positively whenever he comes down in 2023.
Now, talking about the Senate, some civil society organizations said they had petitioned the Senate president, against the confirmation of this particular nominee. But the chairman of the INEC committee says no petition was received against Rhoda Gumus. So are there any legal steps, that can be taken to challenge this?
In the first instance, I do not agree with the chairman of INEC committee, His Excellency Alhaji Kabiru Gaya, that he didn't receive petition. He did. As a matter of fact, the way Senate works is that when there are overriding public interest, they have to even raise it suo motu. They don't have to even wait. Even when they watch television and hear me speak or hear you speak or hear anybody speak, that this person is a manifestly partisan person, the onus lies on him to look downwards, inwards, and ensure that ask relevant questions. But now all the issues have been brought to the fore. So the Senate committee cannot claim they don't know. Neither would the chairman of the committee claim he doesn't know, and neither would the president of the Senate claim he doesn't know. The civil society group has been on this matter for the past 1 month. Recall that the thing snowballed from the issue of amendment of Electoral Act, signing of electoral bill that was sent to Mr. President. Now the issue of who becomes members of this electoral management body. That is most important. If wrong people man INEC, let me tell you, you just say goodbye to our democracy. And that is the major problem we have in Africa. And that is why In this day and age, queues still happen in Africa. Recently, you had one in Burkina Faso, and then you had one in the other time in China, in Chad, the other one in Niger. Queues keep happening. Why? Because those who have authority, the civilian authority, mismanage those authority. This is clear mismanagement of constitutional issues. The constitution is very clear, very, very vivid and clear. The Electoral Act is very clear that you do not appoint anybody who is a partisan person to run the electoral body. Professor Rhoda Gumuz is clearly a partisan person. There are more people that Mr. President can appoint and then shift Rhoda Gumuz to somewhere else. And there are more people within INEC. If Mr. President says he doesn't know those who are non-partisan, civil society groups will give recommendations, and they have been doing so. The terrible aspect of it is that when they give such recommendation, those in authority will deny ever receiving. Why would government officials continue to lie to the people? That's not the art of governance. Socrates did not say so. Neither did Pluto say so. Those who have run government, neither did Abraham Lincoln say so. George Washington did not say so. You run government as a trust for the people, and you tell them the truth. Government is run in truth and honesty so that everybody will be on the same page. Now look at what we are seeing today. By the time you appoint APC members to run an election where APC as a political party is also an interested stakeholder, what do you expect? That means that 2023 election is almost compromised ab initio from point one. And how do you explain to the rest of the world that we see fire and we intentionally put our fingers inside the burning fire?
Mr. Fred, it's surely bad optics of the government and INEC if this is true for the brazen card-carrying member to be elected as a commissioner. But just as my colleague asked, now that they're saying that they haven't received the petition from civil society organizations, we know the situation is. What legal redress can we get in order to remove the lady off the list? As a lawyer, I'm guessing you would have insight on this.
Yes, the legal redress are in two forms. One, the court of public opinion, which is what the media is organizing so that the truth will come to the fore. The second one is for people to go to court and sue the executive for appointing the wrong person and for breaching the provisions of the second schedule of the Constitution, paragraph F, section 14, that clearly says that anybody to be appointed a national commissioner as a member of INEC should not be a partisan person. Partisanship can be both manifest and implied. This particular one, we are no longer talking about implied partisanship. We are talking about clearly manifest partisanship, where the card of the party, or political party, being carried by Professor Rhoda Gumuz, has been shown to the public. And how do you expect the public to react in matters like this? That is one aspect. The second aspect is for people to go to court. Go to court, call out the Senate. Senate can resign their decision. If they claim they don't know, they can resign it. They have not been sworn in. Even when they have been sworn in, Mr. President can still swear somebody in this morning and sack the person in the afternoon because he has the constitutional authority so to do. So, and that is why being the president that we all elected to lead the country and not the president of APC, the president of Nigeria, the president of today and for tomorrow. Because whatever bad foundation he lays today will affect the future of Nigeria tomorrow. So he's president of the now and president of the future because he's laying a good foundation today, the future will be better. And we're asking Mr. President, lay a good foundation. Put in the right people, because the greatest injustice you will do to your people is to give them wrong people to run the body that will decide their leadership. Once you get it wrong, everything will now collapse. And that is what we ask that we don't see.
All right, then, it's a good place to end our conversation. But many thanks, Fred Nzeako, lawyer, for coming on the program to discuss the recent nominations of the INEC commissioners. Many thanks indeed.
Many thanks.